Discover 10 underrated cruise destinations that beat the crowds and give you a more relaxing, authentic, and unforgettable travel experience. If you're tired of the same busy ports and want quieter beaches, untouched landscapes, rich culture, and hidden gems, this guide will help you plan a cruise that feels fresh and exciting. From peaceful Nordic towns to quiet Caribbean islands and scenic Mediterranean escapes, these destinations offer space to explore, stunning views, and experiences many cruisers never discover. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your next big adventure, these lesser-known ports will elevate your journey. Subscribe for more cruise tips, hidden gems, destination guides, and expert travel advice from Getaway. 1. Isofjordur, Iceland Westfjords. If you're looking for a cruise destination that feels like stepping into another world, quiet, dramatic, and breathtaking Isofjordur in Iceland's Westfjords is one of the most underrated ports you can visit. Unlike Reykjavik or Akureyri, which attract massive crowds, Isofjordur still feels untouched and peaceful, giving you space to really soak in the raw beauty of Iceland. As your ship approaches, you'll see towering cliffs rising straight from the water and tiny, colorful houses tucked between the mountains. This port is perfect for travelers who crave nature and genuine connection to the landscape. You can take a kayaking tour through calm-ford waters, join a small hiking group up rugged trails, or visit local fishing villages that keep their old traditions alive. The Westfjords are also home to some of the best birdwatching and wildlife opportunities in Iceland. And the quiet atmosphere makes it all feel more intimate. One tip for first-time visitors is to dress in layers because the weather shifts fast, even during summer. It's also smart to book your excursions early since the port is small and availability fills quickly. If you're someone who loves photography, peaceful moments, and destinations that haven't yet been overwhelmed by tourism, Isofjordur gives you a pure Icelandic experience you'll remember long after your cruise ends. 2. Kotor, Montenegro. Kotor is one of those ports that instantly makes you wonder why it isn't more famous, especially when you see that breathtaking approach through the Bay of Kotor. While nearby Dubrovnik tends to get overcrowded with waves of visitors, Kotor stays quieter, more relaxed, and far more authentic. The moment you step off the ship, you're greeted by medieval stone walls. Winding alleyways and towering mountains behind the city, everything here feels like a scene from a storybook. This port is ideal for travelers who appreciate history, scenic views, and a slower pace. One of the best things to do is climb the Kotor Fortress, where the Serpentine Trail leads you to panoramic views over the entire bay. It's a workout, but absolutely worth it. You can also wander through the old town at your own pace, stopping at local cafes, antique shops, and cozy courtyards that still feel untouched by heavy tourism. If you prefer a more relaxed day, a short drive delivers you to charming coastal villages and quiet swimming spots away from the main town. To make the most of your visit, arrive early to beat the midday sun and bring comfortable shoes for walking the narrow cobblestone streets. Kotor is the perfect blend of nature, architecture, and old-world charm, offering a peaceful escape from the more crowded Mediterranean routes. 3. Puerto Limón, Costa Rica. If you want a port bursting with natural beauty and wildlife, but without the oversaturated crowds of typical Caribbean destinations, Puerto Limón in Costa Rica is an underrated gem. This port is surrounded by lush rainforest, vibrant culture, and eco-friendly attractions that give you a refreshing change of pace from the beach, only stops many cruises promote. The moment you step off your ship, you'll feel the warm tropical air and hear the sounds of birds and jungle life in the distance. One of the most memorable things to do here is take a boat tour through the Tortuguero canals, where you can spot monkeys, sloths, exotic birds, and even crocodiles in their natural habitat. If you love animals, the sloth rescue centers are a must. They offer a heartwarming experience and a deeper look into Costa Rica's conservation efforts. Chocolate farms are another great excursion, giving you a taste of local culture and delicious handmade treats. Because the area is less visited than major Caribbean ports, your tours feel more personal and less rushed. Bring a hat, sunscreen, and mosquito repellent to stay comfortable throughout your day. Puerto Limón is perfect for eco-travelers, families, and anyone who wants adventure without the chaos of crowds. Offering a raw and beautiful side of the Caribbean many cruisers don't even know exists. For Aomori, Japan Aomori is one of Japan's most underrated cruise ports. Often overshadowed by massive cities like Tokyo, Osaka, and Yokohama. But that's exactly why it's such a treasure. Aomori gives you a peaceful, authentic look at Japanese culture. Combined with stunning nature and some of the friendliest locals you'll ever meet, the atmosphere here is calm, comfortable, and inviting, making it perfect for travelers who prefer slow-paced exploration.
Oh.
One of the highlights is the Nobudo Warasu Museum, a vibrant and immersive space where you can learn about the city's famous Nobudo Festival. The giant illuminated floats displayed inside are unlike anything you'll see elsewhere. A short trip out of town brings you to the Hakoda Mountains, where you can ride the ropeway for incredible panoramic views or enjoy hot springs that feel like a hidden escape from modern life. The seafood markets are another must-see, especially if you love fresh sushi or grilled specialties prepared right in front of you. Try anything apple-flavored. Omori is Japan's apple capital, and the pastries and drinks are delicious. What makes this port so underrated is how genuine and unhurried everything feels. You're not fighting crowds or competing with loud tour groups. Instead, you get a soft, peaceful taste of Japan that feels far more personal than its big city counterparts. 5. Visby, Sweden, Gotland Island. Visby is one of the most charming cruise ports in Northern Europe. Yet somehow it avoids the overwhelming tourism you see in places like Copenhagen or Stockholm. This walled medieval town on Gotland Island feels like you've stepped straight into a fairy tale. With cobblestone streets, colorful houses, blooming gardens, and ruins that look like they belong in an old storybook illustration. As your ship arrives, the town's ancient stone walls greet you with a calm, quiet atmosphere that sets the tone for the rest of your day. The beauty of Visby lies in its simplicity. You don't need big excursions or complicated tours to enjoy it. You can wander at your own pace, explore the botanical garden, grab a coffee at a street-side cafe, or walk the coastline for perfect Baltic Sea views. Renting a bike is one of the best ways to see more of the island without feeling rushed. And it lets you access peaceful beaches and lookout points away from the main tourist area. Even in peak season, Visby never feels crowded, which makes it ideal for travelers seeking a calm, relaxing port day. The history here is rich, the air is fresh, and the town's preserved medieval charm offers a unique cruise experience that stands out from the typical Nordic itineraries. If you want beauty, serenity, and culture, without the pressure of large crowds, Visby delivers it effortlessly. 6. Madeira, Portugal. Madeira is often called the floating garden of the Atlantic, but surprisingly, it still remains less crowded than many major European cruise stops. This island offers a stunning mix of dramatic cliffs, lush greenery, coastal viewpoints, and warm weather that makes every moment feel refreshing. Funchal, the main port, greets you with rolling hills and colorful landscapes that immediately set it apart from busy mainland destinations. Madeira is perfect for travelers who love scenic beauty and peaceful exploration. One of the most popular excursions is taking the cable car up to Monte, where you'll get panoramic views over the city and ocean. From there, you can visit the botanical gardens or take the iconic wicker basket toboggan ride down the hillside. A fun, unforgettable cultural tradition. For nature lovers, the Levada walks are a must. These peaceful paths follow old irrigation channels and lead you through forests, waterfalls, and breathtaking viewpoints. Since Madeira focuses more on natural beauty than massive tourism, your visit feels relaxed and crowd-free. Local markets offer fresh fruit, spices, and pastries, and the island's famous Madeira wine is worth tasting. Whether you're hiking, strolling the coastline, or simply enjoying the island's calm atmosphere, Madeira delivers a peaceful escape that many cruisers never think to try. 7. Panama. Colon is a port many cruisers overlook, but that's exactly what makes it such an underrated destination. While it may not have the flashy reputation of popular Caribbean stops, it offers a rich mix of culture, history, and natural beauty without heavy crowds. The most famous attraction here is, of course, the Panama Canal, and seeing this engineering marvel up close is an experience you'll never forget. You can visit the observation point, watch massive ships move through the locks, and learn about the fascinating history behind the canal's construction. But Colon is much more than that. The surrounding rainforest is full of wildlife, and guided tours will take you deep into nature where you may spot monkeys, toucans, sloths, and other animals. If you prefer something more cultural, the local markets provide a vibrant and authentic experience with handmade crafts, fresh food, and friendly vendors who love sharing their heritage. Because Colon receives fewer cruise visitors than its Caribbean neighbors, your interactions feel more genuine and unrushed. One tip is to explore with reputable tour companies, as they offer the best routes through both the rainforest and the canal area. For travelers who want a port that mixes history, adventure, and authentic local flavor, Colon is a standout choice that quietly beats many more famous destinations. 8. Skagway. Alaska beyond downtown Skagway is a well-known stop on many Alaska cruises. But what most travelers don't realize is that the best parts of this destination lie beyond the busy downtown area. While the main shopping street can get crowded, just a short trip outside town reveals quiet trails, peaceful scenery, and an authentic gold rush atmosphere that feels worlds away from the tourist hotspots. This underrated side of Skagway is perfect for travelers who appreciate wilderness and history without the chaos. One of the best ways to escape the crowds is by taking the White Pass and Yukon Route Railway early in the morning or later in the afternoon. The train ride through mountains, waterfalls, and old mining routes is incredibly peaceful when you avoid peak times. You can also explore Daija, an abandoned gold rush town just a short drive away, where you'll find hiking trails, historic remains, and wildlife in a serene environment. Skagway's surrounding landscapes are filled with natural beauty, including quiet lakes, forest paths, and lookout points perfect for photography. If you enjoy active adventures, consider kayaking, biking, or hiking. The Chilkoot Trail, just a portion of it, still gives you a taste of the frontier spirit without needing a full expedition. Skagway may be a popular port, but the less explored areas offer a calm, uncrowded experience that turns your Alaska cruise into something truly memorable. 9. Nafplio, Greece. Nafplio is one of Greece's most beautiful coastal towns, yet it remains surprisingly overlooked compared to major ports like Santorini or Mykonos. This makes it a perfect destination for cruisers who want Greek beauty and culture without the massive crowds. When you arrive in Nafplio, you're welcomed by colorful buildings, seaside walkways, and a relaxed Mediterranean atmosphere that instantly makes you feel at ease. The old town is full of charming alleyways, boutique shops, and cafes where you can enjoy Greek pastries or fresh seafood with a peaceful harbor view. One of the highlights is Palamidi Fortress, sitting high above the town. Climbing the steps to the top gives you breathtaking views of the turquoise bay and surrounding mountains. If you prefer a more laid-back day, you can stroll the promenade, swim at nearby beaches, or take a short boat ride to the tiny castle island of Bertsi. Nafplio stands out because it offers all the iconic Greek scenery: clear blue water, historic architecture, warm weather, but without the overwhelming tourism you find in the major islands. It's great for couples, culture lovers, and anyone who wants a more authentic Greek experience. Whether you spend your day exploring history or relaxing by the water, Nafplio gives you a quiet slice of Greece that most cruisers never experience. 10. Rotan, Honduras, non-resort areas. Rotan is growing in popularity, but most cruisers only see the busy resort zones near the port. Venture beyond those crowded areas, and you'll discover one of the most peaceful and beautiful islands in the Caribbean. Rotan's less traveled spots offer quiet beaches, crystal-clear snorkeling waters, and warm, laid-back island culture that makes your visit feel much more personal. If you love marine life, Rotan is surrounded by part of the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef, one of the world's largest reef systems. Snorkeling or diving in the quieter northern and eastern parts of the island gives you colorful coral, sea turtles, and tropical fish without dozens of people around you. The local villages in these areas also provide a genuine look into island life, with small family-run restaurants, handmade crafts, and friendly conversations that leave a lasting impression. If you're looking for relaxation, head to less-known beaches where you'll find calm water, soft sand, and plenty of space to unwind. Hiring a local guide is a great way to explore the island safely and learn about its history, culture, and natural environment. Rotan's quieter areas are perfect for travelers who want both adventure and relaxation without the typical tourist crowds. This island rewards those who explore beyond the obvious, offering a peaceful and unforgettable Caribbean experience. Well, my great audience, as we wrap up this journey through 10 underrated cruise destinations, I hope you're feeling inspired to look beyond the usual busy ports and explore places that offer real beauty, authentic culture, and a much more relaxing experience. Each of these hidden gems brings something unique: quiet towns, dramatic landscapes, peaceful beaches, amazing food, and moments that feel truly personal, not just another tourist stop. If you've been craving a cruise that feels different from the standard itineraries, try adding one or two of these spots to your next voyage. You might be surprised by how much more memorable and meaningful your trip becomes when you step away from the crowds. Let me know in the comments which destination caught your attention the most. Or if you've already visited any of these underrated ports. Always love hearing your stories and recommendations. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss more cruise tips, hidden gems, and travel inspiration right here on Grand Deck Getaway. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventures, smooth seas, and happy cruising.